Shout out to my hometown of Edmonton. I miss you guys. Hello, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about guitar paints. These are watercolor paints dating back to 1980s Showa era Japan. I've had these for quite some time already, and I've tested them out a few times already. However, this is the first time that I've actually set up a dedicated palette. I bought this palette sometime in 2017 or 2018 during one of my previous trips to LA. And later on in this video, I'm going to be talking about a different palette that I made. It's very cute, Snoopy. And today I am drinking mild milk coffee from Komeda's Coffee. You can buy this in convenience stores around Japan. It's kind of a throwback to some of the earlier videos that I made, maybe about this time last year, but we'll talk about that later in the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so at this stage we have completed the color guide card. I'm just waiting for this to dry and then I will label it so I know which colors are which. I wanted to take this time to mention that the guitar company is also maybe more well known for the rush-on pens. So there they are. And then you look at the back, here's the website. To my knowledge, the design of these pens have not changed since the 1980s, so they're very much a throwback. So there's those. And then these are more for daily life. You might see these in a classroom or office, things like that. You can see these are well loved. And then I have this special edition Snoopy one, which has never been opened or used. It's really cute. Here is the color guide card. The light there doesn't really show up at all, but. And let's take a moment to appreciate my hair ties. I love these so much because they remind me of the old landline telephone cables. Don't you remember just like talking on the phone and twirling the phone cord around your finger? I think the design for these is just fantastic. I love them so much. But anyway, okay, so this is a throwback video a little bit. If you had been watching my channel for a while, you would have seen the fan feature spotlight video. So here it is, and it's all imperfect glory. And I totally didn't spell spotlight correctly. I missed the H somehow. A friend of mine had brought it to my attention, like, oh my God. So I'll post the finished logo in the video for your reference. And I'll also link the videos from the fan feature spotlight series in the title card or like in the description box below. But yeah, like this is what it looks like. And I had added some highlight details with Posca markers. I'm gonna quickly grab those. I'm dropping everything. But yeah, I added the extra detail with Posca. Just thought I'd mention that. And this is the original flower palette that I used to create this. These are some support paintings for the fan feature spotlight videos. These are treats that you can get at Colmeida's Coffee. Sampled this earlier in the video. So they're very famous for these desserts and the boot-shaped melon soda. So it's melon soda and ice cream, like a float sort of thing. This is the watercolor palette that will hopefully replace my original palette. One second. So I had this Sennelier palette. It's a custom palette I made. So unfortunately, it's a little bit too cost prohibitive to refill the palette, and you can see a lot of my colors are running out. So I wanted to keep this for now. You can see I also didn't update the color card when I added the new colors. I should have done that, but I didn't. So that's that. So just like a quick view of the color card. I hope to remake this, but like these are mostly Holbein paints, but I've also included some of the Sennelier colors and also some guitar paint. We have the cherry red right there in the guitar paint. Just to bring that over. So that's that. And then just to quickly show so it's just cheaper to refill the palette with domestic paint. These are quite expensive to buy overseas anyway, so it's maybe a good idea. I'm not going to show every single tube, but and then these are some of the paints that I got in Japan. Some of them I've purchased myself, others were a gift. Just quickly taking them out to show. Oops, didn't want to do that. Oh no, Taya, you saw that happen, dude. You saw it happen. So I've included most of these in the palette. The only one I didn't include was the Rose Opera. If you want to have a closer look, feel free to pause the video. But this is what the palette looks like. I may want to adjust this. I don't know if you can like see that on camera, but like the OCD part of me wants to like fix that because it's the one palette that's sticking out among the other ones. I know it shouldn't matter, but I notice it. So you can just completely separate them and then like so I got this a couple years ago. It was at Snoopy Town, Nagoya Station. Can't remember when I got it. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago. Can't remember. And then same thing here. I may want to gut the palette and remake it just because it's not perfectly lined up. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was that like these paints were fine the first time I used them for the Fan Feature Spotlight logo and artwork. But since then, and it's been a little bit over a year, since then, I feel like the paints haven't aged very well. So you can see the yellows poured perfectly, but like the blue, the brown, and especially the white, these colors had like the consistency of really messy chewing gum. If you remember as a kid buying like really cheap gums and like they just stuck everywhere. Yeah, like the white especially. So that happened. And then beyond that, some of these tubes actually exploded on me. So there was the white, you can see it bursted there. I don't know how I'm going to preserve this or if I'm going to throw it out. The same thing happened with the blue. This is a cobalt blue. Again, same issue. It also happened with the Prussian blue. It's not as bad, but you can kind of see how it's bursted there. So I have to figure that out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. And then here's the box, like a close-up of the box. So you open it up. You have the information inside with all the colors that are included. Let's take a minute to appreciate the graphic design. Guitar paint. Turn it over. And then you can tell this is Showa era Japan because the sharp serifs on the katakana. So it's very Showa era Japan, and just like the painting style too. And then, yeah, there's the inside lid. Again, very Showa era. Turn it over. There's some information there. So you can maybe pause the video and have a look. You can tell that this is geared for elementary school students because it says gakko or school, year, class, and name. And then below that is part of the Bellmark program. I've never participated in this program, but apparently you have to collect a lot of these to redeem anything. So there's that. And then this whole frame, this whole plastic frame comes out. So you could potentially reuse the box if you wanted to. And then here's the back. Okay, so here's the update. And just goes in the tin like that. Okay, so we are back and we are very quickly losing daylight, as I said. So we have our artificial lighting set up, and I did the sketch off camera because this is not what this video is about. This is a watercolor demonstration with guitar paints. And since it's the month of March, it's a really big month for the Moffatt family. Lots of birthdays this month. The triplets celebrated their, how old are they now? They're 2 years older than me. 40th birthday. Jeez, 40th birthday. The twins celebrated their 40th birthday on March 8th. And Scott, as pictured here, will be celebrating his 43rd birthday on March 30th. And they have a lot of kids now, and I understand there's a lot of birthdays this month, so it's like a one giant party, I'd imagine. But yeah, so that's where we are. We're doing this portrait of Scott Moffatt. It's been a while since I've done any realism. I had shelved my art for quite some time in order to have enough time to develop my guitar skills, and that's where my focus has been in the last couple of months. So please excuse if this is not the greatest and a little bit out of practice, but I'm really trying. So the next step, we're gonna take my gum eraser. Yeah, it's been so long. Oh, hisashibori. Yeah, so we're gonna take my gum eraser and we're just gonna take off some of the graphite. Kneaded eraser.
You know me better than that. What you see is what you get.
Okay, so here's the update. I was a little bit nervous about how this was going to turn out, but it's actually working out pretty well. Also, I swear I didn't plan this, but my hair ties totally match the image. So isn't that fun? Not these ones, but like, oh my god. Okay, so let's continue.
I ain't sneaking around. You can think what you want to think. You'd only be lying to yourself, 'cause there's no one else.
Okay, so here's the update. At some point, my camera stopped filming. I don't know why. I go to check the viewfinder and I had a black screen. So, yeah. So you can see in this update that I've filled in a lot of the details. We're still having some issues with this eye. But if we look at the reference photo again, you could tell that this was a selfie that Scott had taken. And you could see the phone reflecting in his glasses. So I think that's the feature that's really going to help save this painting. So let's keep going. I may cheat a little bit and go in with acrylic wash after the fact for those reflective details. So yeah, let's keep going.
I ain't looking at anything. And the times when I'm far from home, I would give about everything to be with you in a bedroom. Rainy
okay, so here's the update. My battery is running out, so hopefully we can get this all on camera. I think we salvaged this painting. We have to wait for this to dry. We've completely lost our daylight, but there it is. Pretty cool. And we're gonna sign and date it. The only thing is that, like, I wish I'd planned the layout a little bit better, because we have this like band at the bottom. But like, I was working with what I had. I had to fill in a lot of space because it is a small photo. I think the photo dates back to like 2016 or 2017, and iPhones have improved a lot in that time, so it's kind of pretty low quality photo, but like, yeah. Pretty fun. Okay, so in March 19th, just have to wait for that to dry. For my close-up. Look at that. So awesome. It's artsy, it's fun. It's really trippy. Yeah, I did it. I just love this painting so much. If you like this painting, and you want to see more, please leave a comment in the description box. If you like this painting, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and then maybe I can do a full painting of the Moffatt's band. Hello, it's Megan from Channel Megan, and welcome back to my channel. Nah, that's super lame sauce. Hello, it's Megan from Channel Megan. I gotta stop getting into that phrase because it's super lame sauce. Hello, it's Megan from Channel Megan. I gotta stop saying that. It just rolls off the tongue and I don't even think about it.